Madden NFL 23, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Prime Time.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
It's a rematch in one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That was good tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
On the double.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
On second down, Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, it's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And one point there is they were able to connect.
Like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly is the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will be incomplete.
Offense tells you they have to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. DeAndre Carter back deep. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger offense and Justin Herbert heading back onto the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Ready, break.
Now Tua. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Tua sets up to pass it. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. Nick moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Bring it. Let's get some love.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Come on, back.
Tua now on first down. He'll hit Mostert again here. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Tua going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Tua to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Let's go. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. It's Eckler again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, option.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins down 10-0, 55 seconds remaining. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. Now Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. One final try for Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.